All right, well, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully, the Most High in your house shall bless you all day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall body and two and naturally alive, man. And I want to get into this, man, because today at the summer program that I work at today, we was kind of talking about this, but because we were reading a book, and the book is called what's that book called? I forgot what it's called, man, but they mentioned like what is a pasture and things in nature because one of the poems had to deal with pasture and agriculture, man. Because it was called Love That Dog. It was like a children's book, it was a book for middle schoolers, things of that nature. We were reading that, but then I just thought, you know, Psalms and things of that nature, man. Psalms 23. But you know what? But this all has to deal with the Garden of Eden, man. Like a place of pleasure, man. The kingdom, of course, within the physical, man. Because that's what that is, man. Because we were talking about that because they was going around in the classroom saying, "What is pasture? What is that?" So, and I was thinking, I was like, if you look up pasture, what it is, man. Like me going to, because I think I told your brothers and sisters as well. My first 2 years of high school, I went to Saul High School, agriculture school, and one of the biggest agriculture schools in the country. So, honestly, it might be maybe in the world, but notable people that went there was like Jerron Boots Ennis, the boxer. He was in my gym class. Then the rapper Core, he had went there at one point. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is with that. But yeah, and I went to agriculture school, so that's where my mind went. But this is we just gonna get into it real quick, man, because let's get Psalms chapter 23. Because let's grab Psalms 23 real quick. Psalms 23. Then we're gonna go John chapter 10. It says, Psalm 23, verse 1. It says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Exactly. It says, "He maketh me lie down in green pastures, and he leadeth me beside the still water." So, see, exactly. He says, he lies down in green pastures. So, let's go to John 10, man, because, the Most High Yahushua, the gospel comes in the volume of the book, and that's where it's come from. That's where Yahushua come from, man. But this is all talking about the kingdom, man, the Garden of Eden, the place of pleasure, man. It's all talking about like that, honestly, man. Because if you really I speak as a man, but if you really think meditate on it, man. Let's get John chapter 10, verse 9. This is, "I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved. And he shall go in and find pasture." So see, the son of David is saying the same thing because he's that good shepherd, man. That's just like David, his patriarch, his forefather was a shepherd. So with his son, the son of David will be. But let's grab Psalm 10, verse 9. It says, "I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and go in and out and find pasture." So, see, what is pasture, right? Because also, too, this a lot is going to go with Adam, man. So what's pasture, right? Where does pasture go? Big field where animals go on to. Well, where kind of a lot of times too they really, it's a place of freedom for them. Like knowing the truth shall set you free. Honestly, depending on what the setting, man. But that's what it is. That's really pasture. I actually there's a movie back in back in the 1930s. I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters heard of it, The Green Pastures, man, because it kind of goes into different biblical stories, and it has an accurate depiction of people in the book, man, of our ancestors. But anyway, man, that's just what it is, though, man. That's where that has to, that's going into. It says, "I'm the door." John chapter 10, verse 9. It says, "I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved. If he shall go in and out, he shall find pasture." So see, and let's go in that, because man, with those things, right? Because sons of men are like beasts, right? Like we read in Ecclesiastes, man, and it's going to go into finding that pasture. It's going to go back to the beginning. The place of pleasure. That's why the first Adam named all the creatures, named all the beasts. The second Adam is going to do the same thing. That's why Revelation 3, he said, "Give him what we're about to get into. I'm going to give you a new name, man." But that's all find that pasture, man. Because what's on pasture, man? It's it's cattle, it's beasts, it's animals, man. So that's let's get to Genesis chapter 2, verse 9. It says, And out of the ground of the Lord Yahweh formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called them, every living creature thing, that name was thereof. So see, yeah, he verse 20, it says, and Adam, and wow, it's crazy because we just mentioned cattle. And Adam gave name to all cattle and the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But Adam there was not found help me for him. So see, and also too, man, like that's his going into what you call him going to how, like, honestly too, that's why, like, that whole, like, back in the day, Jaheim, that whole put that woman first spear, this and that. Like, listen, that's why it goes into, like, how, like, it's not really about us like that, because it's about the Most High house, y'all, man. It's about, just like Adam, like, had dominion ruler, like, just how Adam had the dominion rule before Eve got in the picture. We being Eve, your house, the Most High house had rule before we got in the picture. So that's why the whole book is about them. That's why the witness, the testimony, the gospel is so important. But anyway, even naturally, on a natural tip, man, that's why, like, brothers always beware and don't, like, really get involved, or just kind of shun that away, or just move on when a woman has that mindset or mentality, or even if she doesn't say it, like, verbally, her actions show that, okay, when you met me, your life started, like, because a lot of times that's what women are being kind of taught now, that they're the casual in the society. Honestly, that comes with the Disney programming and the prophecy fold in Jeremiah 31:22, a woman shall compass a man, all that other stuff in Isaiah 3:12. But yeah, in the mother goddess, divine feminine worship, in the feminist movement, all that stuff. Yeah, that's where that stuff comes from, man. But that's neither here nor there. But let's go to Revelation chapter 3 verse 12, because that's where that pasture comes in there, man. Like, that's going back to the beginning, man. The place of pleasure, man. Because what's on pasture? Animals, man. Cattle, like livestock, animals, man. Like, but Adam, but he says, listen, if you go through Yahushua, like, only the way it's through what the gospel, witness, the testimony, the new covenant, man, having faith in them, living according to the promise, obedience to the instruction, being born again, being born of the word, killing off that old man. That's how you find that pasture. But let's get that. But this goes into that new name. Revelation chapter 3 verse 12. But he that overcome, I'll make him a pillar in my temple of my God. He shall go no more in and out. I'll write upon him a new name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down from heaven from my God. I'll write upon him my new name. So see, just like the second Adam is going to name all the beasts again. I'll get as Ecclesiastes 3:18 says what? Sons of men are akin to beasts. Let's grab that real quick. Then we're going to probably close out. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 18. It says, I said in my heart concerning the state of the sons of men, that Yahweh might manifest them. They might see that they themselves are beasts. So see, just like how Adam, like, named the first, like, all beasts, all the creatures. So, that's why Yahushua said, like, preach the gospel to every creature, man. The second Adam is going to do the same thing. And when you find in that pasture, which is which is the Most High Yahushua, which is having faith in them, living according to promises, and, like, being to instruction, and, like, the witness, the testimony, the gospel, new covenant, all that stuff, man. So yeah, man. Hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace.